I will start. I will say that this time round, if there was anything that was not right in this election, it was done outside the polling station. It was not done by the commissions, IEBC commissions, but it was done outside the commission. So you'll find that maybe people were, to some extent, people were being paid outside the polling station. So you come to the polling station, you vote after you've changed your mind, after being maybe given something. But I think the commissioners didn't actually tamper with the result as we've seen it before. This time round, it was that you do it outside the polling station, then you come. So that if anyone goes to court to petition, there's nothing showing that maybe someone rigged those elections. That's why you see many people are now accepting the results, because the counting, the tallying was actually done with in a transparent way. Yeah. Now coming back to Bomas, we've seen some videos. Some people now, I think I saw one where there's a gentleman pulling a sheet which was claimed to be a 34A sheet, then placed it on the table, but he was captured on a camera. And I think that issue was solved. And I think at the Bomas things were actually good, because where there was a problem, like we saw that in some place, Dr. William Ruto, there was a claim that he had been given extra 10,000 votes, which were detected actually when Chebukati went on to announce the result of that very polling station. Now, and we'll see that to some extent also His Excellency Right Honorable Raila Odinga, there was claims that in some polling stations, some of his votes were deducted actually. He was given less. And we saw that being mounted up and being counted. I think at the Bomas of Kenya, everything was transparent, unless there's something that happened behind the scenes that we are not aware of. But according to my view, everything was done positively.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good feeling. Okay, who is going next?
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
The tallying process has been transparent since 9th August, that evening when tallying started.
Okay.
I witnessed some tallying processes in my polling station, and the officers, the officials, could call when tallying started, they could call everyone. Then you could see how they underwent through with the process. You could see each and every vote was counted. I didn't see any error in their counting or in their tallying process.
Okay.
So, coming to Bomas, I don't think there was great issue there. At Bomas, the forms which came at Bomas were verified from the tallying centers of each constituency. So I don't think there could be much problems in the papers which were brought to the Bomas of Kenya.
Okay.
Where there were issues, you could see the chairman Chebukati correcting them and people coming back to normal.
Okay.
I don't think the Bomas was much a crime scene. It was just some misunderstandings which was solved. Then the process continued until the final result of the president was announced.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, the process was transparent somehow. This is the first election.
Yes.
I've seen the transparency in IEBC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Harrison?
Okay, thank you. Tallying was done in the right manner, and most of us didn't expect the tallying that we saw this time. You'll see from the past elections, we've been having the servers, but they were eliminated, where the Kim's kits were used in the tallying process. From the lowest seat, from the MCA to the women rep to the MP, governor, all the way up to the president. We've seen tallying being done in presence of the agents. So if there are any differences from the forms 34As that were submitted to Bomas from the polling stations, I think there were no great differences between the forms 34As and the 34Bs. And as the deputy said yesterday, the president-elect, that is,
Yes.
he has not had even a single case of a discrepancy between the Form 34A and the Form 34Bs that were taken to Bomas.
Okay.
So I think tallying was done well. And even IEBC, from the portal that they developed, anyone could access the Form 34As, do their own tallying, and come up with their own results. Even before the results were announced, most of the people knew who the president was because they had already done the tallying themselves. So the tallying was transparent to the public, and even the president of Tanzania, even she was shocked that Kenyans are able to access the results themselves.
Okay.
When themselves, they can't even access the results of the president, but Kenyans were given the chance to access the results. So IEBC has improved in the way they are doing the elections and tallying.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I can say.
All right. So this one now goes to IEBC. They have done a good job. They have been able to develop a system that can be that transparent. And this time round, the Kenyan was now the server. Because everybody could now do the mathematics. And Bill was saying that...
You only need a calculator.
Yeah, Bill was saying you only need a calculator. Bill is William, so the wife calls it Bill. So you may want to call you Bill anyway, but His Excellency Dr. William Ruto. Now, he said the only thing you needed was a calculator because the results were there. You just take and add. Then these rumors of 10,000 from this side was taken and balancing. But I guess now after balancing, everything was now fair. But you mentioned something that I really did not like. You see, our leaders should just be people of integrity. So when you find that a leader is giving out money outside the polling station, that really raises a question in the first place. Because if you're a leader, you just need a people who are, genuine. Don't buy people to come and vote for you. Have genuine votes. So if you see them giving out some stipend, some money outside the polling station, it just shows that this is not a leader. But anyway, some of them were able to succeed and buy some votes. But then I want us to look at their leadership. You'll find that it has a lot of questions. But we pray everything will be okay. But to IEBC, thank you so very much for allowing a normal Kenyan to access the presidential, not even presidential election, results, all the results for all the 6 post positions that have to be elected in Kenya.